we just witnessed the fake out of a century? Did Donald Trump rug pull us on the Bitcoin reserve, or is this part of a grander scheme? Ethereum maxis coming at me out of the woodwork, mad at me for calling out the danger of holding this token into 2025. We're going to get into that. We have great news breaking across the internet for crypto and Bitcoin, but terrible charts largely. So we're going to look at what the hell is going on here on the markets. Isaac, how are you doing?
Good morning, good afternoon, Drew. How are you doing?
You know, you're having to deal with me slam a steak and bacon burrito right before we went live.
Hey, it's okay. I was slamming some Chinese food before the show started, before you got here, so I don't blame you.
I needed to feed the beast. You know what I mean? To feed the beast. Now, we got a lot of charts to check out, a lot of stuff, but first and foremost, thank you very much to the community. We broke to 70,000 subscribers. It feels good. Now we're only 30,000 away. We get a plaque or something, right?
We get a plaque at 100K. So share this stream out and smash those likes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need your support. You know, small creators. I was on Piano Matty B's stream this morning, saw the memberships being dropped. You guys don't understand how much that helps us as small creators. A $5 membership gift or joining as $5 members per month. It is literally how we keep the lights on. And say no to all the garbage, because there's so many garbage things that I could have said yes to and made a bunch of money, but then the crowd would have been dumped on. And I'm just trying to protect you guys here. So if you can, you find it in your heart, you found some spare change in your purse and your man purse even.
Your man purse.
You know what? That Drew guy telling me the truth about blockchain, he's worth $5 a month. I think he's worth $5 a month. Just like I'm stripping on the crypto poll up here. There's Alexander G. She's dropping it on me. Big Tip Shark, Robert Cosin, Nick Dunn, NCR Legend, Nicole Ministator, Crypto in My Veins, Bad Fox, Crypto Captain Gary, M. Vino, and of course, Bad Fox all over the place. Bad Fox is a huge supporter all over the place. And Sack Nasty, bringing up the sub 15K NFT holder, man. Drew looks like I'm drunk. Do I look like I'm drunk?
No, you just took a hell of a lot of pre-workout.
Well, that was in the morning. I had to work out or I was going to die. I didn't know you were filming me either, you know.
Of course, I had to film you. You're doing push-ups in the middle of a fucking office, Drew.
What? Okay. And you know what? It's not illegal to film in a public spot. So
that's very true.
And also, make sure you're following me on X. Green Day Profits coming there. And you know what? Green Day needs more accolades than us. He's out there keeping the streets safe. Thank you very much for gifting the memberships, Green. Holy God. Adam Bombetti even got the 2-pump crypto chomp as well.
Holy shit.
You guys, you're making me happy. You're making my soul swell. Okay. This is the Friday. I just had to bring it up, you know, like we need your help. I did find an option for Isaac's AR. Obviously we have to pay the bills first, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at Druth Crypto here. Going live. The account's almost at 6,000 followers. And Isaac, where are you at? Isaac Does Crypto. You're moving on up? There you are. At Isaac Does Crypto. So make sure you're following him.
Well, give me my damn verification badge back. It's taken 3 days to get my badge back. And I still haven't got it.
Okay. So you're unofficial.
I'm in deep review right now.
Fake robot.
I'm a fake robot.
Nicole Ministator dropping the super chat too. Love you, Nicole. Love you, Nicole. Let us know if you're feeling better. I know she's going through some health problems, but you know, we're going through some chart problems. Yesterday's pile of news would have, in a market previous, doubled the price, I feel like. If we got the news of Trump mentioning crypto at Davos, slapping the ESG narrative out of their mouths, and also bringing up a crypto reserve, signing an executive order to bring up a crypto reserve, not a Bitcoin reserve, or a crypto stockpile, rather. That would have made the price go absolutely ballistic. Instead, we are trapped in this violence of exchanges. This is literally violence choosing, exchanges choosing violence on us right here. Mm-hmm. Because we all know where this chart is going. We all know where this ends up. And the exchanges are just being so rude to us, I feel like. Just up and down and up and down. And essentially what I'm looking at, you know, because everyone's wondering, I put in another trade. Yesterday actually was an amazing day trading. But I had to do all the trades while I was on the fly on a show.
Yeah,
it's difficult to drop the trades in Discord, host the show, and do the trade and handle the trade at the same time. So you make sure you catch the live shows. But essentially what I'm looking at here is the top end of this fib, the one spot. If I could capture a nice long entry point at the top of this fib, I'd feel good about that. Right now, not feeling horribly amazing about this kind of rounding out higher lows a little bit going on here. So if I'm looking at this and just from a spot holding perspective, this looks like a head and shoulders from that Tistic guy from the Goonies. Remember that guy? What's his name?
Don't know, but it looks like him.
Yeah. So this this is a messed up head, jacked up shoulder. That's how I'm viewing this situation right now. And a lot of people are calling for lower moves now. I mean, a lot of people are getting shooken out, feeling like we're not going to take off. I do feel like we're going to be able to take off, and the next stop is going to be at about $120,000 right here, 3/4 of the way through the red spot. But in general, it's getting shaky. So we got a lot of great news going on. A lot of worries about the Bank of Japan that we were kind of squashing those worries earlier this week. And I'm glad we did. Ended up being dead right. So we had Tim Warren highlighting the Japan inflation is worse than we originally thought. Oh my gosh, coming in at 3.6% after estimates projected only 3.2%. But the interest rates were raised and nothing happened. Like I said, this guy, Micro to Macro, feeling the same way. Time over time last week, the Bank of Japan raising rates is an absolute nothing burger. This was the larger institutions, Wall Street and Japan's trading sector, de-risking from the potential of this happening. So we saw much less blood, much less chaos. You know what? We're okay, right? We saw that Japan raise the interest rates, and our chart still looks like this, and our bags are still there, right? So I'm not really worried about that. And we just had to talk about it because, for anyone that's kind of newer to the crypto realm, where was that spot where we jackknifed down to about $48,000? It happened so fast. It kind of caught the entire market off guard right here. Look at that. So just pain, sadness, bull market over. That's what the talk.
No money. Get rugged.
Done. And, obviously we caught ourselves and kept building up from there. But that was a big hit to the bull market. Now, in the current scenario, honestly, I can't really call it an exact bull flag. It's more like a triangle scenario right now, like Cully was talking about.
Yeah.
But I really don't. This is just exchanges hating that we know what's coming and flushing their order books before it actually takes off. So just stay based. I know it's painful watching this price action, but Matt B, I got liquidated on a short overnight. I had a feeling. Oh, that's a feeling. Yesterday was crazy. I was hosting a show, and another post came out about the stockpile. Yeah. So I put just $1,000. I didn't put a large trade in, but I put it on 35x leverage. Made $800 off of 3 minutes time. It was absolutely crazy. What happened to Hannah? I talked to her this morning. I'm working with her on Mario. What happened?
Don't ask me. This is the first time
Did
I'm
she get married?
I don't know.
Should we put the pressure on Leo to put the ring on her?
We should just I'm gonna spam call Leo on the show.
Dude,
do it.
Come on, man. We should get a Biden AI bot impersonator and then call Leo.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are you doing?
Come on, man. What are you doing? I'm gonna find out what the shit is on.
Now, let's keep moving with the rest of the stories here. So the U.S. money supply is turning up in a big way. The M2 money supply with a nice little cup in handy, sitting at 21.5 trillion. And honestly, there's no way for fiat to continue operating without printing more money. Shut up, Nick Dunn. Is she really?
Dude, what the hell is going on? I doubt that. I guarantee that post was a joke.
No way.
I'm going to find out.
Send me the post.
I'm about
if so, congrats.
If so, congrats. But I feel like
we gotta confirm that in the background. Here's Ross Ulbricht. While Isaac scours the internet, here's Ross Ulbricht. Check it out.
Last night, Donald Trump granted me a full pardon. I was doing life without parole, and I was locked up for more than 11 years. But he let me out. I'm a free man now. So let it be known that Donald Trump is a man of his word. Thank you so much, President Trump, for giving me this amazing blessing. I am so grateful to have my life back, to have my future back, to have this second chance. This is such an important moment for me and for my whole family. It's an important moment for everybody who's been working for this for years. This is a victory, and it's your victory too. And this is an important moment for everybody, everywhere, who loves freedom and who cares about second chances.
God, this is such a...
What a man.
And, you know, imagine the feelings that you would have. Like right now you see, I mean, you've been gone, you've been locked up for 11 years. Now the country that locked you up is sitting on the Bitcoin that they took from you. That's now their stockpile that they're so proud of. How pissed off would you be? Right? Like,
I'd be pretty pissed.
He looks very thankful, very calm. Morgan Powell, I can't either. I cannot imagine how Ross Ulbricht must feel right now. Just such they have to make a great movie about this. Like,
I know.
You know what I mean? Who would play Ross?
Let's
look at a picture again. Let's kind of think about this for a sec. This is an important question. I think they got to make a movie about this.
I think they should.
Ashton Kutcher, maybe?
Possibly.
Who else? You know, give me suggestions. I mean, Ashton Kutcher comes to mind. Okay, now I need to go check out my messages. I think I saw something absolutely crazy in my messages. Pull this down.
Yeah.
All right. Now, is this real?
No, I sent it to you from the basement account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this real? Here's Nicole. She sent it to me too. Hannah Hughes, day one of being pregnant. Oh my God, this baby is craving $300 Solana. Get the bow pow pows out. Okay. First of all, that's exciting. Her and Leo are going to have a kid, it sounds like.
Dude, that's insane.
Bro.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Who played the guy in Twilight? Who was the character in Twilight?
I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Because the guy in Twilight would be perfect for this guy.
You're so right. He looks like an exact replica.
Let's go
of this
Twilight.
guy.
What is this guy? Twilight actor, right? Because it's not the wolf. It's obviously not the wolf. Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, dude,
this is the guy.
Ross.
This is the guy right there. Look at this. This is uncanny. Absolutely. Now, this needs to happen. We need to be serious about this.
Dude.
Everyone trying to say the baby is there.
Well, I have some news for you. You're wrong.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson, right? That's the guy. That's the guy. Yeah. Huge shout out to Hannah too. Nothing it gets you going on like making sure you succeed until you have a baby looking up at you like, are you going to feed me during hyperinflation?
Yeah.
Right?
I know, right?
Can you survive the collapse of the dollar and feed me? Right? That's the question. It's a serious question. You better take it serious.
Very serious.
The glitter vampire guy. Now, I'm all over the states are stacking Bitcoin versus nations are dumping. Germany had to dump, you guys. Germany had to dump just because of the design of their law. I know Germany's going to be buying Bitcoin back. They had to do it. It's just the way their law was set up. Who wins in the great game by 2026? We're talking by the run of 2025, which I assume is going to be pretty great. 2026 into 2026. Who is going to win in this stacking game? Who's going to have more Bitcoin? Is it going to be the states in the United States that are going to be ahead of the U.S.? Is it going to be the nation state FOMO where we see, you know, Saudi Arabia, Russia, China front running the United States? Could both of these things happen? Both the states and the nation states like China and Russia accumulate at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Or do us in the private sector win the whole game and they just leave us alone? Right? Let me know what you guys think in the chat, because this is something, if I had to guess, I chose both accumulate.
Yeah, me too.
Both accumulate, you know, because we already see that states are moving a little bit quicker than the United States. And, you know, it's going to take some time for the U.S. as a federal entity to start buying Bitcoin actively. I think it's going to take some time. God, everyone wants me to bring Hannah back. She's in England.
You can't just like, hey, come on the show tomorrow. You're across the freaking
I still
world
work
right now.
with her, and she's in England. Like, I don't know. I've already pulled over. I can't pull over any further. I can't pull over. She is on Instagram quite often, and Twitter. She's all over the place. Now, What do we got here? Bitcoin therapist with Max Cope. Let me be clear. If the U.S. adopts anything but Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, we have failed to educate our president, and it should be considered an act of treason against our country by whoever is promoting this behavior. Whew. Hot words.
Interesting.
Right? Should it be considered treason to talk about altcoins or anything other than Bitcoin being held at a nation state level in the United States Reserve? I mean, what are your initial thoughts to this, Isaac?
No, it's not treason. Okay.
Why not?
Why would it be treason to talk about altcoins and adopting altcoins over Bitcoin when Bitcoin was already going to be the main focus, and that's still going to be the major play that governments are going to be doing, is putting Bitcoin as the strategic reserve. And it's going to take time. It's not going to be like just like that. It takes time to do these things.
Well, there's an underlying driving factor that a lot of people aren't talking about here. Trump is highlighting bringing innovation back to the United States for the companies in crypto that left and went to other countries because their tax incentives were better. He's also had this rumor floating about tax-free movement on American-made crypto products. We've heard this made in the USA. Made in the USA. We're going to foster made in the USA projects over and over again. Putting American-made altcoins into a national stockpile is going to move those market caps to levels I can't even predict. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. Should we see a Solana, XRP, Link, all of these American products put into a basket as a nation state reserve? I don't know where the TA ends up on that.
No,
that's
up, very up.
Yeah, that's something you cannot predict how high that price goes because it's literally never happened in human history before. So, I can understand why Bitcoin maxis feel so slighted, but honestly, there is a huge economic incentive to focus on American products here. Cardano. Is Cardano officially stationed? While I'm talking here on the next second, we need to look at this. Or maybe, here, I can do it real quick. I'll go here. Yeah, I got it. Is Cardano founded in the USA? Let's ask good old Grok. So, no, Cardano was not founded in the USA. It was founded by Charles Hoskinson. Development began in 2015. The company behind Cardano, Input Output Global, is headquartered in China.
Hong Kong.
See, I think we just found the major problem there.
Yeah.
First of all,
Cardano is not US based.
That's an issue, right?
That's an issue.
That's an issue, although it has offices in several countries.
True.
Input Output Global might have just rugged Cardano out of being that American-made basket.
Possibly.
That's not great. That's not great.
Just because Coin Market Cap says it, okay, doesn't mean it's actually US based.
Yeah. That's something to think about. Because I've heard this nuance before. Maybe because Charles is based in Colorado and Wyoming, right? And he's been working pretty closely. IOHK located in Singapore. Cardano Foundation located in Switzerland. That doesn't sound like American based to me.
Grok is wrong.
That doesn't
give me a fucking break.
I mean, this does not sound like a American based company to me.
No, not at all.
So I don't know. That's I know Charles is American, stank finger. We understand this. He lives like right next to where I moved from in America. I get that. But where the entities are located and where they're founded out of matters a lot when it comes to being stamped made in America, right? And we don't see World Liberty Fi stacking any ADA. See it stacking Chainlink, Ondo, but it did reach into the South Asian market with that Tron move as well. So just something to think about. I'm just thinking out loud here, because I really feel like the time frame that we're about to go into, Trump is just going to give this huge spotlight to American crypto products. And Danny is literally reading my mind when it comes to this conversation. So Danny, we're going to get to that because one of the sneakier lower market cap projects, it's still very low market cap. Not only is American based, it's American focused. Been working with the government for years. So here's British HODL, Max Cope as well. Strategic Bitcoin reserve is no more. Dead. We have strategic digital asset stockpile now. Bitcoin is a digital asset. But a digital asset is not a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is losing the lobbying battle. Twitter is its last hope. What the hell kind of hyperbole is this? Twitter is Bitcoin's last hope, bro. What are you smoking?
Dude, you're on that friggin' Fenty pack.
Shitcoiners have stormed the White House. This is gonna be like British House is gonna call this like the J6 of Bitcoin, right?
Like a bunch of people with dog with hats on and then storm the White House.
Oh my god, the shaman. We got a story about the shaman today too.
Yeah.
We got a story about the shaman. You know what? We might as well break to the story about the shaman. Here it is. Jake and Jelly Chansley. Official shaman meme coin is live. You can buy shaman now. Let's see if it rugged. I bet you it rugged. I'll bet you it rugged. Probably had some advisors like, hey, bro, you should dip your toe into crypto and extract some value out of these idiots. This is how this shit works, man. You just can't have anything nice. Ooh, what are we at? 1 million? Nope, rugged. Yep. So it hit 12 million, and it is trying to come back, so that's great. That is great. So it fell down to 400K. It's doubled since that death spiral. Do you buy it for the culture?
Buy it for a community takeover.
Community takeover, the shaman?
Make shaman fucking pissed when it goes to $1 billion.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, you know what? These maxis just can't get a hold of themselves, but anything other than Bitcoin is not a strategic reserve. Call it what it is. Bitcoin's value is being diluted by having it mixed up with all the shitcoins. Well, guess what? It gets worse, British HODL. Let's go check out the Bitcoin dominance, boy. Let's do it. Let's go check out how our alt season's brewing up. BTC.D. I'm a little unhinged today.
That's okay.
But I'm keeping it newsworthy.
Yeah, it's Friday.
We're going to lessen the curse words.
Yeah.
Isaac.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. Let's do this. Okay. So this, trying to act like it's coming back up, this is going to be just a downward line. It's going to be a downward trend line. This is lower highs. It's sitting here struggling, trying to break this level. And honestly, pull this down. We need to look something else up. So we need to find out when Paul Atkins is going to be appointed. So let's see here. I'm going to do a quick search. When Paul Atkins going to be appointed. Let's see here. Bam. Because this matters a lot for Altseason, I feel like. Officially nominated December 4th. The exact date of his appointment confirmation by the Senate was not specified for available information. Such nominations are subject to Senate confirmation, which might take some time after the nomination. Given the top context, his appointment could be expected around early 2025. So we still don't know. Imagine if he gets confirmed anywhere near that NVIDIA conference.
Yeah.
With the AI move and RWA move at the same time. That'll be crazy. But yes, Paul Atkins, in the next few months, it does look like is still going to be chosen as that lead of the SEC. And I've said it many times. Many people just refuse to listen to me. They try to get me to like look at projects from long ago that are well dead. And I'm sitting here telling you RWAs and AI are about to go ballistic. Okay. I can, try to give you a massage about some project you've held for 3 cycles, or I could just tell you what's coming, right? You can decide what you're going to choose as far as what I should do. Honestly, I'll listen to you, but I will not listen. It's kind of the same thing. I just got to say the truth. So now we got this. This is a great take on this whole strategic reserve chaos. ArtChick.eth, Trump calling it a digital asset stockpile instead of a strategic Bitcoin reserve might be the clearest altcoin season in the history of crypto. Boom. There it is. Just calm down, everyone. And now, right now, I love this guy's awesome. He's always dropping me good questions, hitting me with the sauce on Twitter. Druth Crypto, if the U.S. does implement a Bitcoin national reserve, is there a chance that it never reaches below 100K in the bear market? Strategy of buying lower in the bear with alt profits seems to be uncertain now. Boy, howdy, this is the $1 trillion question right here. Now, as things sit on the overall price, let's have a look at this because my thoughts on our velocity have slightly changed. on where we could top out in this bull market. Okay, and there's a reason for that. So I'll just delete this real quick, make a new one. We're going to pull a fib. All right, we're going to pull this fib. We're going to pull it out from the recent or the previous high, right around 69,000. That's close enough. Down to the bottom end, the lowest point, right about 15.5. Now, our stumble moment here happened a little bit sooner than I expected to see. And we are stumbling right basically at the 1.618 fib level. Okay, so keep that in mind. We're going to look at the market previous. The stumble in the last market began above the 1.618, just above it, right? We were able to pump about 3/4 of the way through it, then come back down, prove it as support. Not the same general design. I mean, generally it looks the same, but if you look specifically at the comparison of market to market, we are stumbling a little bit lower in that velocity. And it makes sense because the market cap has continued to grow. Now we're like, what, 3 trillion, 3.5 trillion. But in the second halving bull market, the stumble point was much, much higher than it currently is. Like, just as a comparison, right now we're sitting here stumbling right here in this same general time frame and relevance to the 4-year cycle. But I think that in general, 200K is still very attainable, but 200 to 220K is kind of that top end range of what I'm expecting, you know, because we are stumbling a little bit sooner. So I could see us coming up to just about here. That would make sense. At large, you would expect it to move to the red line, but I don't see active buying from the US happening in the next year, right? So back to Reich Now's question. So we see the implementation of the reserve. He's asking if it'll never go below $100,000. You know what? That's pretty possible. Because now ETFs, nation states, they play a longer game than Bitcoin degens, all those things. So in a pullback, you know, if we make it up to say $200,000 and then we expect a pullback, I actually expect the pullback to be 50 to 60%.
Yeah.
So we're going to measure what that would look like. Why are you? So 50% would be right at about 105K, and 60% would bring us down to the $80,000 level. Right. So, you know, this 100K, it's very psychological and mental right now as like the current, you know, resistance / support we're trying to turn it into. It's going to be a very psychological floor once we come back down near it. Right. So we have to think about that. And nation states and large fund managers play the longer game. They don't play this 1 year you're in, 1 year you're out. George Martinez asking the real questions. Drew, are you still bullish on NEAR? NEAR is like a $5 bill in my pocket. Like, why am I stuck at $5 per NEAR? And guess what's happened? You know, NEAR, during the March 2024 episode of AI Surge, it was, you didn't have AI agent projects all over the place.
Nope.
You didn't have projects that were more closely designed around actually using AI. It was just capable of handling the throughput in theory, right? So I'm seeing projects that are more closely aligned with AI. They might actually take the limelight around that March NVIDIA conference. It's just a thought that's come to my mind. And I've seen ICP, basically no one even fucking mentions ICP when it comes to AI anymore. No. So yeah, I'm going to look at NEAR today too. But yeah, this pullback of the future that I'm thinking of, you know, I would love to see it break below 100K, you know, but at this 100K level, should we be able to break above and beyond? In history has shown that we are likely to do so. 100K is going to be very, very psychological. So right now, honestly, if you're thinking about this, strategy of buying lower in the bear should all be timed out in terms of time, right? So we look at the bear market of the previous time frame. We went all the way down to $15,000 on November 2022. This low, again, you check it out, right around January, December of 2019. And then we can zoom in here just for a little bit more context. Bam. So the lows come in around, it's slightly different because each year the months click behind. You know, it's, each 4-year cycle is 3 months, 3 years and 11 months.
Yeah.
So right here, you're getting the lows essentially in September. Right. So really, when it comes to when to back up the truck, it's really going to matter on where we peak out. So, this is our current peak. So we're building the current peak. We're going to build that current peak. And I do expect the low to be somewhere around this. It's going to be basically in this range of $70,000 to $100,000. And that low is generally where I'm going to have to be comfortable stacking Bitcoin again. Kind of the same thing that I did with this cycle. When we fell down into this little butt cheek pattern here, I had a very simple line from the previous all-time high. Great. We hit the line from the previous all-time high, started stacking in a big way all the way through this time frame. Then once it broke out, I mean, sure, I was still ready to back up the truck once I saw this, and I did. But once we had this insane escape candle and things really just started cooking to the upside, the bags that I had were largely what I had. And then in this time frame, that's where I've been doing all the deep diving on the new projects, finding out base chain was going to dominate Ethereum and that Solana was going to dominate the meme cycle and really find the best upside, because the whole game for me is to find the fastest horse in the race, right? The best upside. That's what I'm looking for. So good question right now. I'm comfortable stacking between $70,000 to $100,000 Bitcoin in the bear of the future. Now, the Marty Party said basically what I already said. This is Coinbase and Binance actively flushing Bitcoin and Solana longs off and Solana shorts off, regardless of the bullish news, by sending Bitcoin, wrapped Coinbase Bitcoin and Solana to Wintermute. He sees the order book and he sees the transactions. Marty Party has been reminding us of this for quite some time. This is simply exchanges hate you winning. Now, Putin. If Trump's 2020 victory hadn't been stolen, Ukraine war may not have happened. If he had been the president, if the victory wasn't stolen from him in 2020, maybe the Ukrainian crisis that arose in 2022 would have never have happened. And I completely agree with this. This is another signal that Putin is ready to wind down the war with President Trump at the helm. And I think they're going to be able to work out a deal. Now, Trump on Stargate, he made some further comments because Elon Musk has been going on a tirade against Sam Altman. Let's have a listen to what Trump thinks of the situation.
Just hours after you made that big Stargate announcement, Elon Musk tweeted that they don't actually have the money. Is that true?
I don't know if they do, but they're putting up the money. The government's not putting up anything. They're putting up money. They're very rich people, so I hope they do. And I mean, Elon doesn't like one of those people, so you're allowed to.
So he's acknowledging Elon doesn't like Sam. Okay, we get it. And it's this very weird tangle that we're stuck in now, because the entities that be have basically allowed Sam Altman to have the biggest AI system on the planet. Now we need to be the economic infrastructure leaders in AI. It's almost like a begrudging arranged marriage, right? It's a very weird situation. Don't trust Sam Altman, though. Please, for the love of God. I see there's Altseason hasn't even started yet, and XRP is at what Drew and Discover Crypto said would be the high for this cycle. False. Set of around $5 to $6 for quite some time. Like once we saw the regulatory clarity come in, $5 or $6, sure. But Gandalf, where do you expect? Give me your top prediction for XRP in this bull cycle, and we'll take a look at what market cap it needs to accomplish to get to your hopes and dreams. I'll do that for you live on there. Just write it in.
If you say $10 to $15, I'm going to ban you.
Don't ban him. All right, let's keep moving. That'll be fun. I want to explain this live to someone because there's a lot of hopes and dreams for triple digit XRP. So, just give me the hope. I hope Drew doesn't see any of this nonsense. What am I not seeing?
Batbox and Steve are being freaky.
They're being freaky?
Yeah.
In the chat?
And in the chat is crazy.
Bro.
The banhammer is about to come out. I'm getting pissed.
All right. So there's some weird stuff going on at the Federal Reserve too, guys. This is Nicholas Vinamine. Don't think the Fed or the IRS exists anymore. What the hell is going on here? You just haven't been told yet. Thinking that Trump is winding down the IRS and the Fed in the background without telling everyone. Board of Governors at the Federal Reserve System, Federal Reserve Board announced it has withdrawn from the network of central banks and supervisors for the greening the financial system. So honestly, this is not him shutting their lights off in general, dude. This
Mm.
is him just shutting down those green initiatives, right? So it's not too crazy to see. Not too crazy to see. I really am curious. Like all the people that want to fight me about XRP, I want to know what their top prediction is this year.
I'm
right?
interested too.
I want to show them. I want to show them what market cap it needs to hit there. I mean well for you guys. I really do. Now, here we go. SEC has officially rescinded SOB 121. This is the staff accounting bulletin. The Securities and Exchange Commission put this notice out yesterday. I saw this and I YOLO'd into the long just for a quick minute, just a quick minute. And really, the market very bullish for like 5 minutes. I got out, thank God. But this is very, very bullish for the long term when it comes to banks and even Wall Street entities feeling comfortable holding crypto on balance sheets. So the gates are opening up. Finally, we see a little bit of hope and, because I'm a utility coin maxi.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why, like, the first buys that I did, like, I think XRP, Chainlink, Ethereum, and Bitcoin, like, half my bag was utility driven. And, doing that, it felt very aggravating seeing the SEC just targeting utility coins. And I felt like that's what muted a lot of utility coins. Link, XRP, Stellar Lumens, like a shitload of tokens had not the greatest time last bull market. You know what? Utility tokens that did do pretty good were the new ones like HBAR and Algo and all that stuff. But they have weird, even worse inflation. So, who knows where that ends up going? Did we just get raided? DZ just raid us?
DZ did indeed just raid us. So shout out to the Disco fam. Smash those likes.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, menthol cigarettes are going to be banned by the Trump administration. Holy good googly moogly. Come on, man. This is Biden at he's filling up. Making sure he's got his preps in order here in his Newport outfit. Now, Joe's looking great.
Not AI.
This is not AI. So, if you're, if you have to have menthol cigarettes, better stock up, right? Aaron's let me know that I am handsome.
It's because you shaved earlier.
That's so true. That's so true. I did shave a little bit, right? Now, this would be cool. I want to know if you guys would get this. Would you trade in your current phone, iPhone or Droid, for an X phone if it means you could get a full Starlink connectivity anywhere, anytime? Put 1 in chat for yes. Put 2 in chat for no way at all. This is something I would do in a heartbeat, bro.
Is there anything else that comes with it, or is it just Starlink anywhere? I mean, I'm down to do it for Starlink, but
I think this is just him speculating, but Tucker, he's pretty plugged in, right? The fact that he's asking this question, main account, right? Tucker Carlson News makes me wonder.
Shit.
Whoa, we're getting attacked. All right, so we see a lot of ones, a lot of ones, a lot of ones.
Only ones.
2, no way. I wonder why C90 FTW wouldn't. Why not both? That's a good question.
That's true.
But Drew saying Cardano ain't Mexican, bro. He asked Grok. What?
That doesn't make sense, but okay.
I'm Spanish, thank you very much. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a mix of like pretty much every race on the planet. I think the only things I don't got are Chinese and
that sounds about right.
I am American Indian, Native American, slightly. And I got a little African American. So, I'm not gonna. God, I was gonna go off on a rant there.
Say it.
African Americans actually invented some pretty cool technology. I think it's retarded seeing those people say that they didn't invent anything. Wrong. They invented gas masks, 1912. Right? I like gas masks. Now, Thorchain. What the hell's going on with Thorchain? Eric Voorhees. Node operators voted this evening to pause lending and savings withdrawals and savers withdrawals. Deposits have been turned off a year ago as the community became increasingly concerned with the risk. Remaining debts and collateral positions from lending and savers are now frozen. The community needs to figure out a way to address them. Thorchain is one of the most profitable protocols in the ecosystem, and there are likely multiple reasonable paths towards a good resolution. Lending and savers were 2 additions to the Thorchain, which were experimental. At this point, it's clear these designs have failed. They were too risky. While these functions were not the core of the protocol, their risk has been dismal overhang for a while. Nobody was sure how long it would take for the users to clear out their positions. Thorchain, the price, not doing too good. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. And I saw the worries about this kind of break up to the top of the news cycle. I think it was like a few months ago. But the price returned to $5, and then everyone just calmed down. But let's see where this price is. I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Oh my God, down 30% today. That is not great. This is not well.
Oh no.
This is unwell.
Down.
Yeah, I mean, a month ago it was at that $5 spot, and everyone just kind of quieted down about the situation. Now it's coming to light a little bit more serious. They are below where they were a year ago. This is a very, very bad sign. I wonder what the all-time chart looks like. Pretty bad breakdown. So now you're in this, you could see this thing punch down to $1. You could see Thorchain punch down to $1 on the news. And this is just when bad news starts permeating. People start dumping. An inside source hit me up with a lot of the scoop. I had someone from the inside, not with Thorchain themselves, but someone that's very, very involved with the protocol, hit me up, give me some inside info, and sent me down the right path here to figure out what the hell's actually going on here. In the event of a large debt redemption and or savings, and since deleveraging, it's certain that Thorchain cannot meet its Bitcoin and ETH denominated obligations. Validators decided to pause the network while they vote on a restructuring plan. TCB is not going to beat around the bush and act like everything is all right. It isn't. Thorchain's liabilities are $97 million of lending liabilities in ETH and Bitcoin, approximately $102 million worth of savers and synths in ETH and Bitcoin again, and Thorchain's assets are $107 million of exogenous. How do you say that?
Exogenous.
Okay, I had it right.
You did.
All right, liquidity in the liquidity pools. This can also be pulled by LPs at any time or sold into the Rune holders if there's a panic. It looks like people are panicking. Might be that moment where they deploy more capital. Lending obligations are met by minting Rune and selling it into the pools. It makes the design highly reflective and even worse than it looks. Repaying $4 million of Rune liabilities yesterday resulted in the protocol owning a few million Rune extra. By design, the protocol is short Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been warning about the danger of hidden leverage since I joined this community of the Thorchain. And he's argued for deleveraging since the streaming swaps was launched. The protocol simply needs less capital to fill since the active liquidity, let's keep reading here. Active liquidity can now participate in filling them. Not writing this with a happy heart. Please don't shoot the messenger. Stepping up because the Thorchain has gotten so complicated that only a handful of people fully understand how leverage feature and liquidity works with each other and affects the underlying assets. If nothing is done, it will be a race to the exit and the entire protocol and the value will vanish. That is sketchy.
Very.
That is sketchy. And that is from someone that loves the protocol, very involved. And it's pretty aggravating to see it happen, right? Because I love the idea of Thorchain and Rune, being able to decentralize swaps. Right. And I want basically every crypto project out there besides Hex to succeed. Even XRP. I want XR people to be rich. Not Hex people, though. Not the Hexicans.
Indeed. By the way, you scared off Gandalf.
Why? He didn't give me his price prediction?
No, he ran.
What?
You're scary.
I wanted to go. You can't just come in here and then run away like that. You got to face the actual data. You have to face the actual data. I was going to give him the truth. Man.
He doesn't want to
get yeah, Thorchain not looking great. Maybe we open a short. Now, Ondo just dumped 1.9 billion tokens, 130% of the supply. And the price went up instead of down. Currently at $1.5 per token, up 15% in 24 hours. This is so validating. We're talking about the linear unlock forever. I mean, I think Josh had more fighting with people because his followers are less intelligent than mine, right? But let's see here. Where is Ondo? Because this is validating for me and Kelly. We were on the Discover Crypto show on Friday, and we were looking at the dip. We were looking at this dip. Like, dudes, this thing's curling up. We're talking about it live on stream as it started to curl up. Hammer into Ondo. This is a great moment of opportunity here, and feel very validated about this. Now, can it break this level? I mean, this is going to be some resistance right here at about $1.53. Sure. But not too terribly far away from breaking back up and testing out this $2 previous all-time high. I love Ondo. I think it's going to be great to hold during the Paul Atkins appointment, right? But also the amount of real-world assets and the FOMO that will come into it, I think is going to really, really, really blow people away. Like, people are saying, like, I'm bullish on Ondo. I think it can hit $5. Like, have fun missing out on like 500% of your gains that you could have had.
Yeah.
I feel like Ondo is going to go to, $30-40 billion this market. But what is this? Josh followers can't drive while Drew's followers can't stay inside the lanes. That's facts, right?
That's very true.
That's C90 FTW. That is facts. All right. So now Ripple's CBDC play. Ripple's all in on central bank digital currency with their special platform, the Ripple CBDC platform. This is funded by XRP, but wait, Trump just banned CBDCs, and folks think XRP will be part of strategic reserve. Unless it's a far-fetched theory, the U.S. plans to use Ripple and XRP to spy on other countries. Now, I think this, yes. For show. I think this, yes, they're going to use Ripple to spy on other countries and the transactions within it.
Fair.
For show. But I also don't discount the idea of Trump adding just a touch of XRP into the strategic reserve because it's an American-based company. It's one of the biggest. It is the biggest crypto that is based in America outside of, if you want to count America having the highest hash power, which I'm not even sure if we're at, right? It's between China and America. And it's been going back and forth on who has more hash power between China and America for quite some time. XRP is the biggest American crypto project out there. So I wouldn't be surprised by it. Will it make a $200 XRP? Hell no. $10 XRP, you need about $800 billion market cap for it. So the move against CBDC is good in general. I think the actual CBDC, we've known it this whole time, is USDC. What do I need to discuss? Let's see here. Doesn't understand the narrative for XRP because bank remittance is likely to be with stable coins. Why would banks use a speculative asset for remittance? You nailed it on the head. First VA rifleman. And before the argument was that banks really couldn't keep it on the books because it was too unstable. We also have to think about, oh my God, Elevator Man coming in with the memberships as well. Good to see you, Elevator Man. I love you, bro. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, bro. Yeah, there's not really a reason for banks to sit there and hold XRP. The technology behind Ripple, very powerful, and the Federal Reserve actually is working using Ripple's tech with Volante, right? It's pretty clear, cut and dry. They have Ripple listed with Volante, and it is going to be part of the Fed's future dollar. But I really, really think that we've ignored how much lobbying Circle has done into the powers of the system that be. Now, when we look at what the next CBDC is likely to be, it is probably going to be USDC, but it's going to be a long road to get here, and here's why. Because you've already seen 5 states outlaw it, okay? Now, sure, you could see the Federal Reserve, you have to do this, Florida, but guess what? That goes to the Supreme Court, and you know how long those cases take? Especially when you're talking about the design of money. Doesn't happen overnight. Probably about 5 years out at best if they started these lawsuits today. So just think about that. We are a little bit out from these CBDCs. And honestly, the best counter to CBDCs, guns, gold, real estate, gardens, being based, right?
Guns, more guns.
Guns, work out, know how to use the guns, and shoot the guns.
Magazines for the guns, all the above.
What is this? Runer XBT status. You should send that to me in a link. I want to see what he's sending. This is kind of fun, having the chat send in stuff, right?
Yeah, it was kind of interesting.
And I did like starting a little bit earlier. I got more room to breathe here.
This is extremely bearish. I'm going to send it to you anyways.
It's bearish? For Rune?
No, this tweet explains why I believe there will never be an alt season again.
Oh, give me it.
Yeah, let's do
Give me
it.
that. I want to fight that. All right, now Trump CFTC pick, clean sweep for crypto power moves. Caroline Pham, Trump's chosen one for CFTC, just cleared house at the derivatives regulator. She axed key senior officials from the Biden era, replacing them with her team. This shakeup puts pro crypto players in prime positions at the CFTC and preps for a bigger role in regulating digital assets. Crypto bros rejoice. The chessboard just got a lot more interesting. Here is Trump with the famous finger point picture here. Did you send me that link?
I did.
Let's go in. I want to see this. So let's see here. You sent it from basement or where?
Basement account. Yes, sir.
I've not seen it on.
It takes a second to accumulate.
Why do you hate me so, Isaac? You know?
Yeah. I hate the truth, guys.
Huh. Why do you do this to me?
I don't know, man.
I ask you that every time a trade goes slightly sideways,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels good.
I'm so happy for you, Drew.
All right, let's see here. So, tweet explains why I believe there will never be another alt season ever again. This is Runner XBT, cute little penguin there. What does he dislike? What is this? I like Bitcoin and really dislike Ethereum. I advise projects. Wow.
I can't agree with that.
There are 36 million crypto tokens today. We are on pace to have 100 million tokens by the end of 2025. Put this in perspective. 2017 to 2018, Altseason had just 3,000 tokens. And 2013 to 2014, we had 500 tokens. Now, there is some validity in the amount of increase, but most of these damn projects are dead.
Not sure.
Right? They die overnight. Vast majority of these things die overnight. Like this is accounting for, because we're at a rate of like 5 to 15,000 pump fund projects pumping out overnight for like the last, I can't even remember how long, like year, 2 years. Helping Solana become deflationary because they rug, right? And that's locked liquidity that's never going to see the light of day again. But vast majority of these 36 million crypto tokens that they're talking about are completely dead in the water. So really, just right out of the gates, the baseline data that he's trying to use to make this argument, foolish. Because 99% of those that you're talking about within this 36 million tokens are dead. So there's that. I can't even with this. I mean, I just killed the whole argument in like 2 sentences.
Oh, you don't even have to bring up the chart.
Like, unbelievable. Rand says too many. Rand said there's no alt season, too many tokens. This is like so tiring trying to explain this. These are like $1 million market cap, $1 billion market cap projects that are on the up and come and printed money on because they're good. They're plugged in the right way. We are going to end up with a $8 to $12 trillion aggregate market cap at the peak of this bull season.
Agreed.
Bitcoin's probably going to go flirt $4 to $5 trillion. Now, Ethereum, I think, is going to hit around $1 trillion, maybe 800 bill. But I think that there's a lot of it less price action to be found on Ethereum. And Fran put that title on because he wants the clicks, right? So just like I said, Ethereum is dead today. Ethereum's a zombie. Not dead, it's a zombie. And guess who captured the zombie? Coinbase. Coinbase captured the zombie of Ethereum and created Base Chain, which has made it dirt cheap to utilize the infrastructure of Ethereum and essentially have all security, all the parameters of Ethereum smart contracts while using Base Chain and dirt cheap fees, right? So that's, in my opinion, playing into why we don't see Ethereum running as hard as it should. And that's why I shift myself and what I'm talking about over to Base, because I love DeFi and I see DeFi go crazy every bull market, but we got to move with the narrative. We got to see where the money's shifting. BJ's the first one that brought it up.
True.
And I was like, what are you talking about? Coinbase isn't going to capture Ethereum. And we started really thinking about it. And then we saw OP, the super stack rollout. All of a sudden, Base is ran by OP and Ethereum layer 2. All the pieces came together. It was undeniable. Okay. Rand is a shape-shifting man-bear pig. Who remembers man-bear pig?
I don't, but it's funny, so I'm out to go check it out.
Bro, let's take a look at man-bear pig, bro. Hold on. Man-bear pig. I'm going to show you this live. Here we go. Here's Man Bear Pig.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta.
I never got to that episode.
Yeah, you got a lot of research to do.
Yeah.
Nice beanie. Where can I buy this? Is a Frankie Candles beanie.
You can get it at the Frankie Candle store.
Yeah, we got all the goods. Frankie Candles beanie. I got a blockchain basement cup which says semen if you hold it the right way.
Indeed. And you drink from the semen mug.
Now,
And then also we have other things like, our Arculus cold storage wallet card that you can get for 10% off by using the code BASE10. I'm good.
that was real good. Now, coin perspective. And honestly, seriously, we have a lot of crazy exchange stories today.
Mhm.
You guys need to take what he just said very seriously. Become your own bank, because I got some scary stories to show you. Now, let's talk about Ethereum. What's it going to take for Ethereum to get some juice here? Because the people want to know. People want to know. Now, at the rate of deflation, I can't really cut this down because I don't see it deflating very effectively right now.
Yeah.
And right now, let's look at what I previously expected and pretty much still expect, right around $1 trillion to $800 billion market cap. So if Ethereum can accomplish this $1 trillion market cap, which I do think it's very capable of,
Mm-hmm.
that brings the price to $8,300, right? So that's a little bit more than a 2x, like a 2.5x. It's 140%, right? So that's great. In order to accomplish that crazy thought of hitting $20,000 a unit, it needs to accomplish a $2.4 trillion market cap in just Ethereum specifically, not any of the layer 2s, not this stuff. This is talking about specifically Ethereum. It needs to hit 2.4 trillion. Just don't see it happening. So in general, this is why my price target is more so in the, essentially down to, what would 800 be? 800 is about $6,700.
Yeah.
Right. So a 2x to here from here up to $1 trillion, which would be 155%. So XR Pete, Donald Trump family is building companies on ETH. You still don't think it will bring more money into ETH that maybe otherwise wouldn't? The money is going to base chain and to the DeFi protocols. And that's where people are getting this twisted.
Yeah.
You're going to use the ETH to turn it into some other form of ETH and go staking it on other protocols with cheaper fees. I mean, maybe we did see Lido moving in a pretty big way.
We did.
But there are so many routes around using the old school ETH design that, again, it's like, have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's, or where they use the dead guy and they got the strings on the dead guy? You haven't?
Nope.
Damn you. Well, basically it's like that. You got Coinbase and all these other layer 2s. They're using Ethereum's body and they're like, hey, look at the smart contracts. Well, stake with me. It's safe because the smart contracts still work. And they do. And Ethereum's dead body is just sitting there laying. It's a sad thing to say, but I'm honestly this is coming from a guy that bought Ethereum for $180. I dumped everything at $4,500, and I really have no interest in stacking more Ethereum, especially with the outlook of how many other effective protocols are being built around it. And on top of it, it's going to exist, and I'm going to make money off of the DeFi sector anyways. So calm down, move with the flow, go with the flow, right? Now, here we go. Speaking of which, look at this. Wintermute. Market acquired a position in Aerodrome and Max locked VE Aero. Aerodrome is an initiative, next generation automated market maker that consistently captured over 50% of Base's DEX TVL, establishing itself as the central liquidity hub for the ecosystem. And honestly, Aerodrome is at a delicious price point right now. It's still hanging out around $1. It is payday.
It is payday.
I'm buying some Aerodrome.
Have at it.
I'm buying some Aerodrome. Now, on the day, it's only at 5%. That ain't shit. Really, what I see here is it's bounced down to $1 and bounced off of it many, many times. I think that same situation is going to happen again. This is just an incredible buying opportunity right now for me on Aerodrome. Aerodrome, in my opinion, and I still stand by this, Aerodrome's going to accomplish what Uniswap did last bull market, which is a $22 billion market cap around there. Listen, guys, if it's a movie, Isaac hasn't seen it. Son of a... Is he right?
Yeah.
You don't even watch movies?
Dude, I've been over this so many times. I don't watch movies. If you ask me if I know a reference to a movie, I will very rarely know the
I
reference.
am sick of it.
I'm sick of me too.
Now, moving on from Isaac's uncultured life.
Fuck up.
Can you get Fabio Hero to Zero to talk about ICP rather than Jerry? I'd love to hear more about ICP. I have a little over 700 tokens, concerned that it might not pan out well. 5% of my portfolio, so I'm not betting the farm. Okay, so 5% of the portfolio, you're not going to lose it because I'm assuming the rest of the portfolio is pretty diversified into, a lot of pretty good products. I'm just assuming that. But let's go check out where ICP's TVL, total value locked, is sitting right now. So to do that, you go to DeFi Llama. Here, bam. It's probably going to pre-populate to Ondo, which is going to be great. Let's see here. What did it pull up immediately? What is this? Doesn't even tell me.
Nope.
All right. So we go to Ondo. Why did I do Ondo? ICP. God. My mind's in Ondo. All right. Mine's on the RWAs here. Okay. So price to total value locked. Pretty much neck and neck. The price is coming back. See, this is what it is. I'll scoot this over a little bit. So the price, as you can see, shaving a little bit off, going down into the $9 realm. It's meeting and coming back to normalcy with where the TVL levels are. The main thing it's not necessarily the TVL graph and the price graph that makes me worried about ICP. It's the loss of its narrative. It's the loss of the AI narrative. It's the loss of we're going to take over the internet and the systems. Like when the system was fighting against crypto, that's where ICP shined because it was the Web3 internet that we could all just shift to. If we all just hold hands and walk together into the ICP web, we could live happily ever after. That was the thing. Not necessarily how things are really looking. The existing system is finding a way to integrate, right? So ICP, they're trying to do something incredible, which is build a Web3 internet, which I think is freaking awesome. And they were talking about AI is going to be decentralized. What do we get? We get closed AI, open AI, which is now closed AI, closed source, controlled, centralized, and captured. So it's great infrastructure play, maybe objectively real reality. 5% of the portfolio doesn't leave that person horribly at risk. Like if I had 5% of the portfolio in it, I wouldn't be that worried, but still questioning, right? Still questioning. So maybe I should get an ICP Maxi that can give the bull case for ICP because I can't get it on the charts. I can't get it on the TVL side. I can't get it on the narrative. I need an insider. What you got? We
should do a show where we get a Maxi from all these Bitcoins, XRP, ICP, all these other coins that we don't entirely agree with their what price they're going to hit, and have a whole debate on this.
I would love that.
Could be an X space.
We should get an XRP Maxi up on here,
dude. We should.
Right? That'd be good. Now, so we'll get to working on that. We'll make that happen. DAG number 1, 22% overnight. Remember, Constellation is one of the most awarded blockchains by the federal government of the United States and the number 1 data-focused blockchain used by the Department of Defense. Also, notably, test transactions within Treasury on the hypergraph. So, Constellation DAG, this is a micro cap that is not just American made, it is American focused, currently sitting up 15% on the day. But honestly, all systems look a go for Constellation DAG. It is breaking out of this little dip pattern here, little cup and handle. What a good looking cup and handle on the 7-day. Look at that. That is just gorgeous. Little dip. And, this depth of the dip right here, 7.8 cents. Low point at 5.7 cents. We could probably see this thing keep running at 10 cents again. Thing is, I remember that the local house, the top shelf, was around 9.5 cents on Constellation DAG. So it'll probably run into some, a little bit of resistance there. But with the American focused crypto initiatives that Trump's rolling out, 248 million market cap is not too difficult to move, in my opinion. And just about the entire circulating supply is already out. So there's one that I did all my stacking at 2 cents. You were there. Anyone that listened to me, you're great. Anyone that didn't listen to me, I'm sorry. Maybe next time. Right? That's all I can do. I can't force, because I'm not a financial advisor. But I am thinking about going to get my financial advisor license.
Do it, and then you can just tell people what to buy.
Huh. I should.
Exactly.
I should. Now this is awesome. Kraken, serving over 10 million clients, is about to list meme coin SNCC. This is freaking cool. Where's my drink?
Jeremy's bags are about to
Yeah,
pump.
dude. Jeremy's bags are about to put. Let's go check out SNCC. Go to Tap Tools. Tap Tools is the weird, desolate, but also randomly pumpy ecosystem of Cardano. Let's check here. SNCC. Probably ripping on this news because this thing is not yet, not the big rip yet. Interesting. So Kraken's about to do it. SNCC is by far the biggest meme coin on Cardano. Cardano people, they are diamond handers. So DZ is going to quit soon. I wonder how much DZ has in. I never asked him. I know he's always been bullish about it. I know Jeremy is heavily overexposed to Snake. So good on him. You know what I mean? And it is one of the few crypto products out there that has a physical product.
Yeah.
It's an energy drink. It might kill you if you drink it.
It will kill you.
I drank a few of them before. Felt very weird. Why did you do the mess?
Because it's one of those scam comments that we get about
is it?
XAI BS
Dude,
scam
I need
tokens.
you guys, after the show is done, please, for the love of God, help me delete the scam comments off this. They are coming after us hardcore. Okay.
And Mr. Mark over here, get banned, scam tokenist. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Thank you.
Good on Snake though. Good on Snake. I feel extra sad that Cardano is not an American-made blockchain.
Yeah.
You know?
Sad, but it's reality.
Yeah, man. To recover the Shaman token, here's something crazy. The co-founder of Pump.Fun CTO'd his own coin. So the account is at A1LON9, co-founder Pump.Fun. CTO'd his own coin. Hit $150 million market cap, and I think it even hit up to $200 million within 15 minutes with $60 million in volume.
Jesus.
And this was a project that was just laying around and no one really thought about it. And it just absolutely went ballistic. I do wonder where this project is sitting now. Did it rug? Did he do it? Let's see here. Just type it into Deck Screener and see if we can find it. So it's A1LON9. Let's go to Deck Screener. A1LON9. All right, here we go. Got a question. Drew, do you store your DAG in your Arculus or Stargazer wallet listed on the DAG website? I hold my DAG on the Stargazer wallet. And I'm actually getting airdropped PAKA tokens.
Nice.
So, there is that. That's kind of cool. Oh my God. Did this thing rug again? No, it didn't. This is the wrong one. This can't be real.
No, there's $23,000 of locked liquidity. It's not.
Yeah, this is not real. A1LO9. We're going to have to do some sleuthing to find the right one, but I know that he did it. And I was looking at the contract address last night. I just got to go dig it up. Just be careful with these meme coin things. What the hell is this? Is this Beeple? Did you pull this up?
No, I didn't pull it up.
What? Don't tread with the milady? Stop being poor on the shirt?
That's a great shirt. I need to get that.
That is great. I don't know where the hell that came from, but that was. Oh, you know what? It was this dude. Yep. Now, Frederick Ox of Femex. Femex rugged people. This is not great. Not great. Even though it's not a channel partner, not great. See exchanges going down like this. So here's the, I think he's the CEO. Yeah, CEO at Femex. Hello all. We estimate to resume USDT and USDC withdrawals in approximately 6 hours from now. Things are going wrong if they won't let you out the door. Okay. So they were saying this about 3 a.m. and not looking great. Secure and hot wallets architecture remains the main priority. Thank you for understanding. Other services like MemeX will also reprise around that time. And as usual, POR is available here. So let's go to proof of reserves. They're showing the proof of reserves there. Oh God, please tell me. No. Okay. So this is not great. This is the latest. After that, hello all. We are progressively restoring USDC and USDT withdrawals. All requests will be manually reviewed by our security team, so please be patient with the queue time. We've also taken a snapshot of all user balances as of 12 p.m. Universal Time Code for a reward for your support and loyalty. Much more to this soon. Bitcoin withdrawals will be enabled soon. Bitcoin wallets were unaffected. Don't they have an internal token? They'll just print a bunch of their own tokens. Be like, thanks a lot, guys. Sticking around while we burn your bags to the ground.
While we stink all of your money for us.
This is why you need to get off of exchanges. Like, please, for the love of God, do not leave your crypto on an exchange. It is the worst thing you can possibly do. You can know what you're doing in crypto. You can buy the right products or projects. And then all of a sudden, if you leave your crypto on an exchange, you can be rugged in the blink of an eye. Coinbase Duck chimed in on the situation. Last time an exchange was trading jabs with Coinbase, FTX went bankrupt after they took a couple jabs at Coinbase. Swan and Corey Klippstein in deep financial trouble. Am I blocked by Corey Klippstein? Is that why that's not?
I guess so.
BitGo and Mike Belshi lost so much business that they had to bow down to Justin Sun for sympathy. Hoping Kraken chooses a brighter path, less trash talking, more building. New Kraken ad dropped last night. Coinbase holding up another transaction tonight in regards to the Solana movements that were slowing down. And Brian Armstrong himself responded. You know you're in trouble when Brian Armstrong himself responds to your FUD post about it. It's like, yeah. I'm in danger. Delay should be resolved now. Apologies for the trouble. Kraken is a great company. Also, hope you continue to work with both. So, yeah. Let's not push forward the FUD against exchanges. Like if something's going bad, I'm just going to tell you. And in general, it's just a rule: don't leave crypto on exchanges. Don't leave crypto. Should I? How do I? Benny Blue Eyes is saying I got to unfollow him.
Just put his name in like the Twitter bar and see if if he'll spell correctly. 2, if he actually has you blocked. 3, if he does have you blocked, block him back. I don't know.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah. And Corey's behind Swan, and everyone's always got like some bullshit to go against it for. I don't use Swan. I don't have any interest in it.
No.
I know there's a lot of people that got big feelings.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Now, Ledger co-founder kidnapping was a brutal reminder to be very careful about your security as a public crypto person.
Oculus.
Also, block. Right. So on January 21st,
nice.
You're gonna get a gun.
I know.
Okay? You're gonna get it. January 21st, David Ballin and his wife are abducted from their home and taken to a separate location. Kidnappers demand 100 Bitcoin, $10 million worth of a ransom from another co-founder, allegedly Eric Larchevigil. Send one of David's severed fingers as proof of reserves. His fingers. Part of the ransom is paid to buy time. GIGN, France's elite unit, locates and rescues David with his severed finger from his hand.
Nice.
Hours later, they free his wife. They had his wife tied up as well. Just found tied up in a car. Most of the ransom is tracked and frozen anyway, so they don't get any of their money. Damn. That is not great. Now, total suspects apprehended 10 gang members, ages 20 to 40, now facing life in prison. Kudos to the police for their incredible work. Stay safe out there. There's the entry point of their raid. And you cannot responsibly own cryptocurrency without having a cold storage device and also a firearm on you at all times.
True.
At all times. I'm talking swimming. I'm talking mountain climbing. I'm talking jumping on the trampoline, crawling under the deck to get a ball at all times. Costco takes a stand against Donald Trump regarding DEI measures. No way.
Dude, this is nuts.
What?
This better be true.
Did they really?
Newsweek.
You need to look at that. How long is the stream? I don't know, Big Tip Shark.
Until we say it's done.
I don't know. Now, on the subject of you cannot responsibly own crypto without owning a firearm, check this out.
Oh my God.
Palmetto State Armory.
I'm so horny.
$400 for for a complete AR-15.
I'll buy it tomorrow.
Absolutely lovely.
I'll buy it tomorrow.
PSA 11.5 inch. Okay, so they're gonna call it an SBR. You gotta understand that. It's probably, I think that the ATF still needs tax stamps for these. 5.56, 1.7 twist phosphate, 10.5 inch barrel as well. Lightweight hex M-lock. The M-lock, kind of a pain in the ass, but they're pretty smooth once you get them set up.
Yeah.
You know, like the M-lock, you don't have the rough edges, but I kind of like the rough edges to have something to grab onto.
Ha.
Sounded
freaky.
Now it is considered a pistol, but man, $400 classified as a pistol. That's a good point. Oh my God, this is classified as a pistol.
It means I can't buy it tomorrow.
Dude, that's great news.
Yeah.
It's so funny how they consider it a pistol. What? Because like this line is like thinner than a stock. It's also retarded.
I'm gonna put that in my pocket.
The ATF is just so ass backwards. But yeah, I mean, for where the cryptos are right now, is Constellation DAG still going? Someone was saying Constellation DAG still ripping. I mean, it's not still ripping. It's at 8.6 cents. That's great. Honestly, Constellation DAG might be one of the biggest upside projects that I have in my portfolio, to be honest with you. It's at a $248 million market cap. It's got test transactions with the Treasury. It's got standing partnerships and projects with the Department of Defense, the Air Force. I mean, dude, like this is juicy. I like my pistols just a little on the trashy side. That mean? Well, you like the worst pistol out there, High Point.
Yeah.
That's garbage. You know, Palmetto State Armory have pretty tight groups. I mean, a lot of people are like, this is just too cheap. Your picture in picture is too big. That's the first time I've heard. But welcome to the channel. I was going to say something.
Go ahead, do it.
No, it's fine. You know, I'm not going to change for anyone though. You know what I mean? I've had a lot of people come to me like, Drew, you should do this and do that, you know, and I'll hear the things or whatever, but I didn't make it this far in crypto by taking others' advice, and I'll, hear what they say and I'll try to verify what they're saying. But usually I'm hearing things from people that know little to nothing about what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So, it's a song, truth, it's a rifle, but they can call it whatever they like. Wood. Yeah, I like my sawed-off pistol. Yeah, Gustavo, there you go. You should only change for God. That's right, babe. That is right. High Point Carbine, nifty little gun. Now, I love and appreciate every single one of you. And we're entering a time where it is very, very important to keep your crypto off exchanges. And if you see problems within any ecosystem, if you see the loss of narrative, be there. Just be honest with yourself on what you're holding. And move with bravery. Okay, we're heading into a miracle crypto market. We have the regulatory clarity, nation states lining up, showing some FOMO here. Donald Trump's the president. Doesn't look like we're going to go into civil unrest. Everything looks pretty peachy. So just stay based, stay calm, be in it for the time, not the price point. Okay, it's the time perspective that we need to be paying attention to. That's that exiting beginning of July for myself and being completely out of the market by December of this year, so that I can watch the price all the way back down, probably somewhere around $70,000 to $100,000 per Bitcoin, and then build up the bags once again, rinse and repeat. More real estate, more guns for myself. I love every single one of you. And you know what? It's been a great show. I liked going on a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
We were able to fully cover everything.
And then we were able to, talk about guns and other things.
Yeah. So Nova SS, Tommy Marin, Benny Blue Eyes, BCX99, Kyle Watts, Crypto 2 Rich Blasnik, Crypto Steve Zach Martin, Stank Fanger, Baden Tradfi, C90FTW, and Shaka Nawanda Bob. I love and appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.